world's first and only dark-skinned activist, Rashida Strober, is in the building. Happy Saturday, everybody. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Saturday evening. Yes. A couple of housekeeping things before I continue. And for those of you that don't know, I am the world's first and only dark-skinned activist. And the reason why I say that every single time I start my lives is because for years there have been people on YouTube that have stolen and infringed upon my intellectual property, my work, my life, and my legacy. And so I have to let it be known that I am the creator, the designer, the architect of the very first platform in history to fight to end colorism. And that platform I created is called Dark Skin Activism. And I created it in 1998 before there was YouTube, before there was social media. And it was created at St. Petersburg College. And that's my undergraduate college where I went to earn my degree. And then I transferred to the University of South Florida. But long story short, I was given the opportunity during Black History Month, Harambe, to speak on any topic I wanted to speak on. And I chose to speak on dark skin. And that, my friends, is what gave birth to dark skin activism, the first movement in history to fight to end colorism. And the only other person that I will ever in my life give any credit to in terms of activism is a woman named Cola Booth. Shout out to Cola Booth. I love you very much. And with that, y'all give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I'm coming right back. Make sure y'all like this video. Make sure y'all share this video. So what happened? How did we get to the topic of colorism being discussed on social media? Well, in 2015, back in 2015, I went viral for calling out Kendrick Lamar, the rapper, and his choice of life partner. I went viral. And as a result of that, millions of people around the internet, Black YouTube, Black social media, got wind of my comments. And I was made Donkey of the Day by Charlemagne in the Breakfast Club for calling out the darkism that I saw as darkism of Kendrick Lamar. To me, what he was doing was a contradiction because he talked about complexion issues in the Black community, but chose not to marry and date a dark-skinned woman. And to me, that was a contradiction. And I called it out in a Facebook post and it went viral to millions. And Black people on YouTube, Black people on social media said I was crazy. They criticized me, but all them Black folks turned around and copied me. And that is how you get, when you see people talk on YouTube now talking about dark skin, colorism, they all took from my work. Whether they want to admit it or not, these people are arrogant, a lot of them. They're never going to say, well, you know what? I started talking about colorism and dark skin because of Rashida Strober, the dark skin activist, because a lot of our people are arrogant and we don't want to admit when we have learned something from another Black person. And that's one of the reasons why Black people are not where we need to be, because we're busy taking from each other and backstabbing each other. Not all of us do this, but enough of us do it for it to be a problem. And so a lot of Black people on YouTube have built their platforms based off of my ideas, and they never said thank you. They've never given a donation to my campaign. All they've done is taken. And so when I come on here and I start off with Rashida Strober, the world's first and only dark-skinned activist, I'm doing that to let it be known what has happened to me, to let it be known the things that I have gone through for being the dark-skinned activist, having the audacity, having the courage to speak on a topic that a lot of dark-skinned women, Black men, they swept it under the rug until I took the hits for it and got some attention for it and became internet famous. That's exactly what happened. And you ain't got to take my word for it. I encourage each and every one of you to do your research. So now on September 1st, I want y'all to mark y'all calendar. On September 1st, I will be performing a performance reading of my play, A Dark-Skinned Woman's Revenge. And there's a non-dark-skinned biracial looking woman on YouTube that she started a whole bunch of mess with me for no reason. I don't even know this woman. She attacked me, attacked my book. And, people trying to tear me down. They try to discourage me from continuing to speak out against darkism, but I never stopped. So I am very honored that I'm going to be doing a performance reading of my play called A Dark-Skinned Woman's Revenge. It's going down September 1st on the Atlanta Black Theater Festival. And the time is 4 p.m. The location is at the Tubman African American Museum, located at 310 Cherry Street, Macon, Georgia. So yes, it's still the Atlanta Black Theater Festival, but they have decided to host my performance reading at the Tubman African American Museum. So that's, for everybody that's been waiting and been wanting to know where I was going to be, I'm telling you right now, it's going down on Friday, September 1st at 4 p.m. at the Tubman African American Museum at 310 Cherry Street, Macon, Georgia. Zip code is 31201. So make sure y'all mark y'all calendars and save that date. Now, I am looking for sponsorship. So how can you sponsor? You can sponsor in 3 different ways. My Cash App, you can make a donation there. My GoFundMe or my PayPal. And all of the information in terms of where I'm going to be performing at, my Cash App, my PayPal, and my GoFundMe is in the description to this live. But I'm also going to go ahead and put the Cash App, which is my preferred method. But I'm going to put all this information inside the chat while I'm going live right now. Okay, so that's the housekeeping. I want to let y'all know that. Drum roll. A lot of y'all been waiting for me to tell y'all the date and time and where I was going to be at in the festival. I just gave it to you. It's right there. So look out for my show. I cannot wait. I'm very excited about it. It's going to be you know what? I get so pumped up just thinking about it because I love doing a performance reading and a performance of A Dark-Skinned Woman's Revenge. So now let me tell y'all what inspired this live today. I was watching a show called House Hunters, and I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I was talking to an investor, a real estate investor, and he was telling me that Black people in America own the same percent of real estate as was owned during slavery and after slavery, the Reconstruction. Like, basically, there's been really no change, okay? We are still behind in a lot of things, economically and socially. And so when I watch House Hunters, when I watch the show House Hunters and I see these Black couples on here, I'm like, it's new to me. It's shocking to me. Somebody else said, well, Rashida, Black couples, they've been buying houses for a long time. Well, I don't see it. So when I see it on TV, it's refreshing to me. It warms my heart, and I am very happy because when I see a Black man with a dark-skinned Black woman or a Black man with a Black woman, let me tell y'all something. It falls in line with the goals and objectives of dark-skin activism. What the whole reason why I started dark-skin activism. When I see a show like House Hunters, which is a mainstream show, and you're not really expected to see a whole bunch of Black people on there. So it's like, it's shocking to me. I'm happy. It makes me feel good. I'm experiencing all of these emotions at the same time. So I was watching House Hunters today, y'all, and I saw back to back 2 Black couples, two black couples buying a house together. And not only were these black couples, these were black men married to dark-skinned black women. Black men married to dark-skinned black women. And the black men who was buying these houses with the dark-skinned black women, let me tell y'all something. They was happy as hell. The smile on their faces was like, just like, oh my God, I'm just looking at these guys. And you could tell that they just was just like so excited to be starting this chapter of their life with their wife. And the woman was dark-skinned. Do y'all know how much that means to me? You got to understand that I've been fighting for the reconciliation between the black man and the dark-skinned black woman since 1998. 1998. And I don't recall ever seeing a show like House Hunters that showcase, couples, especially black couples, buying a house together. And in the black community, we all know that it's usually the black man that's with a non-dark-skinned woman when they want to showcase black excellence, or when they want to showcase, that so-called talented 10th. So to me, seeing a black man on television, on a mainstream television, and he chose a dark-skinned black woman, yes, I'm going to emphasize it. Some of y'all going to be mad as hell. I don't care. I've been making people mad. They've been in denial and angry about what I'm saying about black men being with dark-skinned black women. Y'all been mad for a long time. I don't care. To me, for me, it warms my heart when I see a black man purchase, build, invest something as important as a house with a dark-skinned black woman. Because in America, y'all, we know that housing, lands, ownership, property, that's the American way. When you buy property, when you own land, that means that you have arrived in America, because America is about property ownership. And if you know anything about American history, you know that at one time, the only people that could own land were white males, okay? Were white males. And if you know anything about American history, you know that black men, when they got their freedom or when they got educated, they went and married a mulatto. They went and married a non-dark-skinned woman, and they shared all of their resources with a non-dark-skinned woman. A lot of black men did this. A lot of black men turned their backs on the super dark-skinned, nappy-haired woman. They said, yeah, I'm going to build. Yeah, I'm going to go out here and get this money, but I'm not going to go out here and build and get this money and get this property with no dark-skinned black woman. I'm going to go out here and build and get this property and get this money with a non-dark-skinned black woman. Some people refer to it, to this group of black people as the talented 10th. And the talented 10th were comprised primarily of non-dark-skinned people. And if it was a black man, it was usually a black man with a light-skinned black woman or a mulatto woman. It was not a black man sharing his wealth and resources with a dark-skinned black woman. So I have every right to celebrate the fact that when I look at this show and I see black men deciding to share their wealth, to build their life, to build up their community with a dark-skinned black woman. I said a dark-skinned black woman. I said a dark-skinned black woman, and I'm emphasizing dark-skinned black woman. To me, that is a cause for celebration, because guess what? That's the way it's supposed to be. That's the way. People can say whatever they want. People could come up in my comment section and hate. I don't care about none of that. But let me tell y'all something. Tell y'all like this. I'm going to tell y'all like I've always told y'all. I'm going to tell y'all like I've always told y'all. If you go back to Africa, before there was any foreign intervention, you're going to find that the black man was naturally and normally with the dark-skinned black woman, okay? But because of slavery, because of oppression, because of imperialism, because of manifest destiny, because of colonization, all of these things tore apart black men and black women. Okay? All these things tried to destroy us. It tried to. I'm not going to sit there and say it destroyed us, because there are those of us that realize that we need to fight to be together. Okay? There are those black men that have like this happy, smart black man that you see on that thumbnail. And that happy, smart black man that was on the other episode of House Hunters that bought a house with a dark-skinned black woman. They realize where their rightful place is. They understand that they should be with a dark-skinned black woman. Okay? And for those of you that try to make it seem like I'm wrong for coming up on here saying stuff like this, you want to try to make me feel guilty. Well, Rashida, why you coming up on here? Why you got to say something about you saw a House Hunters and you saw a black man with a dark-skinned woman buying a house? Big deal. You damn right it's a big deal to me. It's a big deal to me, because dark-skinned women have a right, just like any other race, to share in the wealth with their black men. Dark-skinned black women have a right, just like any other skin tone in any other race, to be with a black man that's going to help her build wealth, help her have a good quality of life, help her to live in a nice neighborhood, in a clean, pretty big house. We dark-skinned women got just as much of a right as a light-skinned woman, a biracial woman, a white woman, a Asian woman. And for some damn reason, people seem to get all up in their feelings because I'm blowing up the issue of a black man buying a house with a dark-skinned black woman. Well, you black men, you supposed to be buying houses with dark-skinned black women. Do you understand me? That is what you're supposed to do. That is what you're supposed to do. And because the world has tried to destroy our connection and try to tell you that dark-skinned black women are ugly, and they so ugly and black and nappy-headed and manly looking, and when you get your money, you shouldn't be with them. You need to go over here and get you a red bone with good hair and green eyes. You need to go over here and get you a biracial, mixed race, exotic looking woman with that good hair, that baby hair, and green eyes. And y'all can come up on here and say, and talk, scandalize my name and lie on me and say, you don't like light-skinned women. You don't like biracial women. Y'all know what? Y'all gonna have to bring me something else, because that is getting tired and old. That is not going to stop me from saying what I'm saying. You can sit there and accuse me of not liking light-skinned women all day and all night, but that's a damn lie. I'm simply calling out the truth. What a lot of y'all feel in y'all heart. A lot of you dark-skinned women, y'all feel this in y'all heart. Y'all feel that, oh, I should have that black man, and that black man should marry me, and we should be building together, and we should be buying houses and property together, and we should be building up our life together. Y'all feel that way. I'm simply saying what some of y'all are afraid to say, because I'm not. That's why my name is the world's first and only dark-skinned activist. And I've been speaking like this. I told y'all I invented the first platform to speak out against colorism. And a black man not buying a house with a dark-skinned black woman, oh, that's darkism. A black man coming into money and wealth and choosing to take his money, take his wealth, and not even just the black man that got wealth. I'm talking about the middle class black man. I'm talking about the lower class. It don't matter what class you're from. If you're a black man that's ready to get married and ready to build with someone, and you're not choosing a dark-skinned black woman, that's a problem for me. I don't care what class you're from. I don't care if you're poor, you're rich, or you're in between. All y'all should be in pursuit of dark-skinned black women. Yes, black men. So when I watch these black men, when I watch these black men on House Hunters buying these beautiful houses with these dark-skinned black women, like I said, for me, I just smiled. I smiled. I was happy, joy in my heart, because it's high time that the dark-skinned Black woman, that she be treated like a queen, and that she be shown that, yes, you too have a right to have a good husband, a good Black husband, to live a good life, to live a prosperous life, and that your dark skin is an asset. Your dark skin is not no liability, like some people are trying to make it out to be. You deserve just as much and equal to what any other skin tone of woman has. So for those people that want to talk crazy to me, you cannot talk crazy to me, because one thing I can prove to you is that dark-skinned Black women, dark-skinned Black women are the most ill-treated, oppressed women on the planet. Prove me wrong. Somebody prove me wrong. You're not going to be able to prove me wrong. So with that being said, every race, every skin tone should be happy to see the dark-skinned Black woman rise. Every race, every skin tone should be happy to see the Black man embrace his original woman. I said the original woman, because you do know that dark-skinned women are the original. Dark-skinned, nappy-headed women, we are the original. We are the original. People can say what they want. We are the original. We are the original. So yes, it, warmed my heart to see dark-skinned Black women win. And that's pretty much what I have to say today, y'all. So I want to thank you guys for taking the time to listen. I want to also remind you guys that I am going to be doing a performance reading of my play called A Dark-Skinned Woman's Revenge at the Atlanta Black Theater Festival. Now, the date is Friday, September 1st. The time is 4 p.m. And the location is at the Tubman African American Museum, located at 310 Cherry Street, Macon, Georgia, 31201. Okay. And I am seeking sponsors. So if you would like to sponsor, I have 3 ways that you can sponsor the show. You could donate to my Cash App, which is $RASHIDALALA. Once again, that is $RASHIDALALA. Once again, that's $RASHIDALALA. You can also donate to my PayPal, which is icecreamladydream@yahoo.com. icecreamladydream@yahoo.com. Once again, that's icecreamladydream@yahoo.com. You can also go to my GoFundMe and make a donation, and that's easy to get to. All you have to do is Google Rashida Strober GoFundMe, and the GoFundMe is going to pop right up, and you can make a donation there. Now, my Cash App, my GoFundMe, and my PayPal, all of that information can be found right in the description to this live. And it's also in the description to all of the lives that I do on YouTube. You can also go to my website, which is darkskinactivist.com, darkskinactivist.com. Once again, that is darkskinactivist.com. And there, you can go there, and if you scroll down, you can download a free ebook copy of my book entitled Darkism, 25 Ways Dark-Skinned People Are Discriminated Against. And when you fill out the information box to get the ebook, you will see my Cash App and my PayPal. So make sure y'all donate, and make sure y'all save the date of September 1st so that you can attend my live performance reading of A Dark-Skinned Woman's Revenge at the Atlanta Black Theater Festival. And I will talk to y'all again soon. Y'all have a wonderful weekend.